Hello everyone and welcome to another video. I got an interesting comment in the comment section of one of my previous videos where someone asked me what I do as an IT consultant. So I would like to answer that question by making a video. I know I answered your question by replying to your comment as well, but I'm going to make an official answer here so that other people can view the answer as well, I guess. So, what I do as an IT consultant. First of all, I have been an IT consultant since I was about 18. I've told you this before. I worked part-time at an IT company while I was in school. And at the time, I was mostly just doing in-house stuff. I was working with a couple customers, but I was only sitting at the office of this IT company. And then I did that for like a year or something. And then I moved to a bigger city and I started working at a bigger company. And at first I was assigned to one customer, and that was basically a customer that rented out apartments, and they had this website where you could search and find apartments. And it was very easy tasks, you know. I had this task board with issues that I was supposed to solve for this customer, and this customer added tasks to that board like every day or once a week or whatever, and I just had to finish these tasks. It was very simple tasks. It was like CSS fixes and some search engine fixes and things like that. And as time went on and I got a little bit more comfortable in my shoes, I was assigned to more customers at once. So I was working with a lot of different customers at once. Now I don't remember all of them, but some were schools. I remember one school that had like their homemade CMS, their homemade content management system, and I was helping them solving bugs in there as well. And all of these customers had their own like task board or issue board or whatever you want to call it. And I was just supposed to finish these tasks. Now, my boss or the manager told me what customers to prioritize and which customer that was more important. For example, he could tell me one Monday that, okay, this week this customer is going to be prioritized over the other ones. And if they are happy, then you can work with this customer. And if they are happy, you can work with this customer. That was basically how it went. And sometimes I went out with meetings with different customers at their offices. So you know, I had to travel a little bit sometimes. Um, um, the longest distance I had to travel was actually like 4 hours away from here. The company I worked for was really big, so they had offices all around the world, or like not all around the world, but it was in different countries, different cities. So they had an office 4 hours away from here in another city, and they just told me that, hey, you have to go here twice a week. So I had to do that for quite some time. It was really, I had to go up very early in the morning, so um, it took a toll on me, and I decided to quit because I couldn't do that anymore. And then I started working at another company where I am currently working at now, actually. And this is the company where I have been working with the highest number of in-house projects, I would say. Because when I first started here, the deal was that I was only supposed to work on in-house projects, you know. I was the person that was going to sit in-house and do in-house stuff. So I was doing that for a while. People from the outside, companies or individuals came to us with a problem, and our duty was to give them a solution for the problem. So that was pretty fun. I was working on one project that actually got pretty big. I don't know if I'm allowed to mention it, but it got pretty big, and they were actually like going to. I think they went to Silicon Valley 2 times to like talk about their project or product or whatever you want to call it. But unfortunately, that someone got bigger than them before they finished their product, basically. So that was a little bit unfortunate. But I was doing things like this for about a year, and then I got tired of only working on in-house projects. So we went on a couple interviews at customers, and I started working for a customer that were making this car auction site. So I was working for them for a couple months, and then I got tired of that, and then I went back to working in-house for a couple months, and then I got tired of that, and then we went on some more interviews, and now I'm out at a customer's office again. It's a pretty big company, and this is actually my first week there, so I don't have a lot of opinions about it yet, but I'm sure it's going to turn out great. So, but I'm still involved with some of the in-house projects that I were involved with before, the ones that are still alive. And so sometimes I'm spending some hours on them, but my main focus is, of course, the customer at this point. So, for example, the in-house project that I'm still sort of involved with is like a measuring device. I don't know if I'm allowed to tell you all about it, but it's a measuring device basically. So some people are more involved with it than me at the point, and they are working on it when I'm not working on it. But sometimes they need my help, and I help them. And before that, I was also involved with this electrical bike in-house project. I was writing the code that was calculating the speed by counting the pulses from the motor and such. So that was also very fun. Unfortunately, I'm not involved at all with that project anymore. So at the moment, I'm at this customer's office working for them. It's also Python actually. But when needed, I'm also working in this in-house project, the measuring device. And this measuring device is actually an external company that came to us with a problem, and this measuring device is our solution to that problem. Now the customer, we didn't come up with this solution completely on ourselves, you know, the customer helped us to make this idea possible, or to build this idea. So that's very fun, you know, I'm involved with different stuff all the time. So that's what I do as an IT consultant, basically. I hope that answered your question, and thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.